guys, what's up? It's Rachel back with another video, and in today's video I'm going to be doing a haul video. Recently I've been to Ulta and I picked up a good amount of stuff, so I thought I would share it with you guys, and then maybe I'll go and in certain things do product reviews on them, just on that one item. So if that's something that you guys would like to see, please let me know in the comments below. But other than that, I think I'm just going to go ahead and get started with the haul. The first thing that I picked up is something that I didn't think I was going to pick up. I'm not someone that goes and buys brushes. Usually it's just makeup only. But I was in Ulta and I saw these brushes. They were very pretty to look at. But what really got me to wanting them was I picked them up and I started feeling of them. These brushes are so soft, and they have been very hyped up, and I can understand why, because if you're here, you probably, everybody knows Jeffree Star. I love Jeffree Star. I watch all of his videos. Every time a video pops up, I'm all the time just wanting to see if it's Jeffree Star approved. So when I was in Ulta, I saw that his brushes with Morphe had released, and I'm someone, I have never used Morphe brushes, and I know they are very hyped up. A lot of people use them on their channels, but they are very soft. And when I went, I saw them and I felt of them, but they weren't in stock, so I went the very next day and they had them at my Ulta. But this is what the packaging looks like. They're super cute, but again, that's not what drawn me to them. I just saw them there in store and I started feeling of them, and they're just very soft. But again, this is the packaging on the front. And then it comes in this little case, this little bag, and on the front it says Morphe X Jeffree Star. It's just a zip-up case. And then you have your brushes, which I have not even opened them. I went ahead and took them out of the case. This is what they look like. I'll open one up for you guys. But again, they're just very soft. I'm very excited to use these. I did not buy them for collector's purposes because the brushes are really cute. I bought them to actually use. I think they're just really soft, and this has got me interested in trying more Morphe brushes, because again, like I said, I've never tried a Morphe brush. I only see people rave about them and talk about them, so these are very cute, and I'm excited to use these, and I did want to support Jeffree. Even though I didn't have intentions of buying it in the first place, I do love supporting Jeffree because I love Jeffree Star, but very cute. And again, these are from Morphe. The next thing that I picked up is a new palette released from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and this is the Rivera palette. I'm pretty sure I'm saying that right. I could be wrong. I love the packaging on this. Again, this is their newest palette that they have released. A lot of people went really crazy over this palette in particular because they kindly stepped out of their comfort zone. They usually do neutrals or just real wearable colors. They're not really into bright colors until now. This is what the palette looks like. I don't want to make the brush come out of the palette, but this is what it looks like. You have a mixture of mattes and shimmers, and like I said, they're pretty colorful, but you do have your transition shades that you need for the crease and to deepen the crease up. A lot of people was complaining. The one complaint that they had about this palette was the packaging is navy, and you'd think that they would put a matte navy shade in the palette, but they didn't. A lot of people said to even take this brown out, this matte brown shade, and put a navy, but I'm not complaining. I really like this palette. I haven't tried it, but I really do get along with Anastasia's formula on eyeshadows, so I'm very excited. It's very pretty to look at, and this is something that I'm going to be dipping into really soon. If you guys would like a tutorial or a review on it, just let me know. Leave it in the comments, and I'll definitely do that for you, but this is what it looks like on the outside. The next palette I'm going to talk about is one that I definitely had no intentions of picking up. This is from Too Faced, and this is the Pretty Mess palette, and this is with Erica Jane. I'm pretty sure that's her name. I'm pretty sure she's a Real Housewives. I don't watch it, but I'm pretty sure that's where she's from. This is what the packaging looks like, and this was a very controversial release because they took it way too far. This is like the pat the you know what that I'm going to say here on my channel. But it was just very, I don't know, it was just one minute they're about rainbows and all nice things and unicorns, and then they just take it to that, and they're confusing me. This is what the palette looks like on the inside, and when you look at it, it looks just like Modern Renaissance. I didn't really need this palette, honestly, because I do have the Modern Renaissance palette, and I do use that palette a lot, and this is very similar. This is nothing new, it's just a pretty palette. And if you look at it on the inside where all the, the pans are shaped weird, this is exactly like the Dose of Colors Hidden Treasure palette. They had their pans made just like this, so I can see where they got the idea from. It looks just like it, But again, this is a close-up of the palette. It looks very pretty, but it's another Modern Renaissance, which I didn't need. But it is very pretty. So again, this is the Pretty Mess palette from Too Faced and Erica Jane. There is a brand out that I have been wanting to support, but I couldn't really find much of their products. But recently, I have found them at Ulta, and this is Beauty Bakery. I'm sorry I keep messing with my hat because it's killing me. But this is from Beauty Bakery, and they have just a mixture range of products. I think they first started out with their powder. I could be wrong. Again, it's just a random mixture of products. They are a newer brand, but they have been popping here lately. The products that I picked up were their palettes. I'm a palette junkie, if you haven't noticed here on my channel. I'm all the time buying palettes, and I feel like I need them all, even though I know that I really don't. So we're going to talk about this one. This is a face palette, again, from Beauty Bakery. And this is called the Cotton Candy Champagne Blush Lighter Palette. So they're like blushes and highlighters. So you can use them as like blush toppers. If you're of a deeper skin tone, you can use them as highlighters. Just very, very pretty. This is what the packaging looks like on the outside. It's very, very cute. And then when you open it up, you have your 4 shades. Again, this is called a blush lighter palette because they're like glowy blushes and you can do like different things with them. You can use them as highlighters. Not necessarily highlighters, but you can use them as like blush toppers because they are a glowy finish. This is what it looks like. Very, very pretty. And then this one has to be my favorite. This is the Milk and Honey palette, and this is what it looks like on the outside. Try not to blind you guys. And then when you open it up, this is what it looks like, the outer packaging. I think this one is my favorite. I feel like I'll get more use out of this one. I feel like this will suit my fair skin right now better, but I will use this one as like a blush topper, and then this one may be a little too deep for me right now. But again, you can even use them as eyeshadows. I just really wanted to try this brand out. I'd never tried anything, and I'd seen that they have a full line of products at Ulta. But again, this one is my favorite. This is the Milk and Honey palette, and again, from Beauty Bakery. Then I picked up their eyeshadow palette that they had there. This is called the Game of Cones, and this is what it looks like on the outside. And then when you open it up, this is what it looks like. You have a mixture of mattes and shimmers. This palette looks really, really pretty, and I'm excited to see what I can create with it. Again, I have never heard anything about this. I've seen this palette popping on Instagram. A lot of people have been posting about it. So when I've seen it in Ulta, I thought I'd just grab it and try it. Again, it looks very beautiful, but I haven't tried it. If this is something that you would like to see here on my channel, please let me know, and I will definitely do that for you guys. But again, this is the Game of Cones palette from Beauty Bakery. And then if you've been watching any of my videos here lately, you know I am all about the Tutti Frutti collection from Too Faced. I love the eyeshadow palettes. The blushes are my favorite probably. I love the highlighting sticks. But I did want to get the other 2 things that I was missing that I really wanted. And this is the bronzer duo. This is like the glowy bronzer duo. And this is the Pineapple Sun one. This is what it looks like. I know you've probably seen this. This is nothing new, but it is a newer line to Too Faced. They're all scented, by the way, like the blushes and the bronzers. But this is what it looks like on the inside. A lot of people have been saying good things about this, so I'm excited to try it. I will probably mix them. You can use this as a highlighter, or you can mix them and get like a glowy bronzer, which is probably what I'll do. So very, very excited to play with this. Then from that collection, I also picked up the banana powder. This is called Banana Cream. This is a setting powder. Again, the packaging on this line is very, very cute. And then when you open it up, this is what it looks like. I was smelling this, and this smells like, what are those, like, what's that candy? I think it's like Sweet Tarts. I'm pretty sure the little round circles, and they're like hard, and you have to chew them. I'm pretty sure that's what it is, but it smells just like that to me. Again, I've not heard much about this, so I've seen people haul it, but I haven't seen them like really try it, so I don't know how it performs. But again, this is from Too Faced, and that is the Banana Cream powder. Something that I have been saying like for a very long time is I want to start using more MAC products here on my channel, and just in general. I feel like MAC is where it started, and it's kind of like fading out. It's actually faded out a lot, and that's really sad. I feel like I said, MAC is just where it started, and I want to keep it going. I don't want it to like end. I feel like it's just fading out. So I have been picking up some MAC products here lately. I'm into their MAC Dazzle shadows, like the singles. I use those a lot. But I saw recently that they had come out with like a spring collection. It's very, very pretty. It's like has floral patterns on it. And I picked up the little eye palette, and this is what it looks like. These colors are really, really nice, but I have never tried like this size of a palette from MAC. This is what it looks like. You have a mixture of shimmers and mattes. Very, very pretty. And again, this is the newer launch from MAC. This is their spring collection. And then also from that collection, I love Fix Plus. I remember around the holidays of last year, I'd picked up a little set and it had 3 little minis of the Fix Plus, and I loved it. I feel like it really does make a difference with my makeup, especially because I have dry skin, and when I start putting powders on my face, I can start looking cakey. So when I spray that, it like sinks the powders into my skin, and I really can tell a difference in it. Obviously, I'm not going to pay like $20-some for just water if I believe that it was just water. It really does work, and I saw in their spring collection that they came out with one in that pretty packaging, and this is like a cherry scent, I'm pretty sure. But like I said, ever since I had those and I ran out of them, I have been missing it in my collection. So I thought I'd go ahead and pick up one. Again, this is the cherry scent, and it's new from MAC in their spring collection. Now we're going to touch on a little bit of drugstore, and there's something that I had been really wanting to try, and I didn't realize that they had them at Ulta. These are eyeshadow palettes, and they are from the brand Flower Beauty. I saw recently that a lot of beauty gurus are talking about Flower Beauty, and I have never tried anything from them. But when I saw these, I instantly grabbed them because I saw reviews on them and people had talked about them. So again, these are the eyeshadow palettes, and this is called Sugar Rush by Flower Beauty. This is what it looks like. I'm going to go ahead and open it and take the brush out. I have got a dupe. And I'm so excited to tell you guys about it. If you are somebody that wanted the NARS Ignited palette, that palette is like $60, and I love that palette. I stand by that palette. It is the same formula as the Wanted palette from NARS, and that's just one of my favorite formulas. I use those palettes all the time. Something that I noticed though is the colors in this look exactly like that NARS. Now I don't know about the formula, but especially like this shimmery shade right here, this is a dupe for that palette. I am so excited to play with this. This is what it looks like. A better look at it. A lot of people have said that the formula is really, really nice, and I've watched people create looks with it, and it turns out really, really nice, so I'm excited to play with this. But again, if you're somebody that wanted that NARS palette, this is a dupe for it. I'll go ahead and take the brush out of this one as well, but this one is the Sun Blazing palette. Again, it's from Flower Beauty. This one I did not need, but it just looks absolutely gorgeous. I'm all about warm tones, so I picked this up. Again, I was watching people create looks with this, and it turned out really nice, so I'm excited to play with these as well. The next palette from the drugstore that I picked up is something that my husband actually picked up for me. This is from Milani, and this is the Pure Passions palette, and I'm sorry that you're going to be able to see that, but it's gold and it reflects. This is absolutely gorgeous. This is like a warm tone palette, but it's kind of like rosy, and this is what the colors look like. I picked this up from Ulta. I've heard a lot of people rave about this, but I have never personally tried Milani shadows like in a palette. I've tried like their singles, but this is the palette, and I've heard that they really stepped their formula up. I feel like the drugstore has come a long way. They've really stepped their formulas up, especially with eyeshadows. But again, this is what it looks like. I think it looks gorgeous. I'm excited to play with it. And if it's something that you'd want to see in a tutorial, just let me know, and I'd be happy to do that. But this is the Pure Passions palette from Milani, and this is the more like rosy one. Coming up on the last two things that I picked up, it is drugstore as well, and it's skincare. I just wanted a cleanser because I'm really bad about taking my makeup off. I know that's really bad for your skin, and like right now, I probably have some makeup from last night on, and that's not good at all, no. But this is from Aveeno, and I used to really like a moisturizer from them. I forgot what it was called, but it was really good. But this is the 60 seconds in shower facial cleanser. Reveals brightener and rejuvenates skin in just 1 minute. This is what it looks like. Again, it's just a cleanser. I'm just going to use it about like after I remove my makeup just to make sure I get everything off. So there's that. And then the last thing that I picked up is something that I had been wanting to try for a long time. This is the Garnier Skin Active Soothing 3-in-1 Moisturizer Day and Night Mask, and it's made with rose water. This is what it looks like. Honestly, I don't know much about this. I just know it's a mask, and I had seen this a while ago, and I was going to order it on Ulta, but I never did. It's just a rose line, and again, it's something that I've never tried, and I was very curious to try it. So I will update you guys and let you know how this works for me. But other than that, that is everything that I have picked up recently from Ulta. That's all the makeup that I picked up. If you watched in my last video, I mentioned about a palette that I had ordered from Beauty Bay that is still not here. So I still haven't heard anything from it. So I will update you guys and let you know. And if that palette ever does come, that is a palette that I'm wanting to do a video on because I'm very interested. I'm very curious about it. It's an artistry brand. But other than that, I think that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please don't forget to subscribe. It honestly means the world to me. And hit that bell below so you are notified every time I upload a video. But other than that, I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.